Thank you for tuning into EskimoTV. I'm Jason Escamilla, and today I'm going to tell you the best films of 2017. This is my personal favorite list of movies from this year. These are not full in-depth reviews, and the grade I gave the film does not matter. These are not just all A movies. These are the films that I personally thought were the most enjoyable. You will probably disagree with this list in some form or fashion because we're all different, so please do not comment, why did you not put this movie on that list? Want to know why? I'll tell you why I didn't put it on there right now. Because I like these other 10 movies more. However, comment below and let me know what was your list looking like, and I will be respectful towards your favorite films, so please be respectful towards mine. All right, let's get this shindig started. Number 10 is Wonder Woman. It was amazing to see DC finally produce a film that was not garbage. Gal Gadot does a stellar job at portraying the Wonder Woman character. The action scenes are some of the best I've ever seen, and I cannot wait to check out Wonder Woman 2, which will be premiering on November 1st, 2019, which happens to fall on my 28th birthday. Number 9 is It. This horror film had my attention the entire time. There's some very unique sequences that didn't follow a cliche format, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. Bill Skarsgård gave a brilliant, terrifying performance as Pennywise. The kid actors didn't suck. I particularly love Finn Wolfhard, and probably because I love Stranger Things, but every kid in the Losers Club had a unique thing about them that made them likable and made them feel like a real teenage group of kids that I wanted to learn more about. Number 8 is Wonder. I thought this was a sweet film where Jacob Tremblay is able to pull at your heartstrings while teaching you significant life lessons to not only kids, but adults as well about why you shouldn't treat others different. I think everyone should see this movie. Excellent performances by Julia Roberts, Owen Wilson are terrific. There's no glaring negatives in this movie, and that made Wonder a wonderful film to put on my top 10 list. Number 7 had audiences divided. I feel like the majority of any disagreements about my list will have to do with my pick for number 7, and that pick is none other than Mother. A crazy allegorical story by Darren Aronofsky that invited me to figure out the message he was trying to communicate through the characters. I'm very familiar with Bible stories as I grew up going to church, and to see the stories of Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel, the flood, Jesus, and the state of humanity seen from Jennifer Lawrence's amazing portrayal of Mother Earth was so much fun and ignited discussion with everyone that I watched this with. I highly value movies that encourage discussion after, and despite its split audiences, I think Mother triggered strong emotions amongst most, if not all, viewers. And I think whether that emotion was a good emotion or a bad emotion, I think it was effective because it caused people to think. Number 6 is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. If you watch my full in-depth review, you'll know that while I really enjoyed this Star Wars film, I particularly thought the Finn storyline was extremely boring. And after a second viewing, I still feel the same way. However, the epic scenes and twists that the film has are extremely good. Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley, but mostly Adam Driver, carry the show with strong performances. I honestly believe that once I own this film and am able to fast forward past the Finn scenes, that I will love this movie even more. This series had me hooked, and I can't wait to see what happens in the final episode of this sequel trilogy. Number 5 is SpiderMan Homecoming. I love Spider-Man. He was my favorite comic book superhero growing up. I owned a web slinger that was filled up with messy web fluid stuff. I watched every episode of the 90s animated series, but have been sad as I have not seen a Spider-Man film that I've enjoyed since Spider-Man 2. Tom Holland does a perfect job at balancing a more playful teenage impression of Spider-Man and is able to convey a strong superhero side to him as well. Number 4 is The Disaster Artist. This comedy had me laughing so much, and it is also inspirational and heartfelt to see Tommy Wiseau's disaster come to fruition in a way he didn't expect it to. I love the characters and how Tommy Wiseau is so oblivious to how outlandish he is. Great movie full of hilarious performances by James and Dave Franco. I haven't seen this movie on others' lists that I've looked at so far, and I don't know why. This next movie had me dying the entire time. A little more so than The Disaster Artist did. I saw it all the way back in February and almost didn't put it on my list because I forgot it came out this year. And this film that I am completely unashamed to take my number 3 spot is the Lego Batman movie. I don't know if it's because I'm a kid at heart, but I felt there were no flaws with this movie, at least nothing that bothered me. This movie had my kind of stupid slapstick SpongeBob meets Family Guy, very aware of itself type humor, and I was laughing from joke to joke, and there's very few jokes that fell flat in the movie. In fact, there were several instances I would be laughing and wasn't able to stop laughing by the time the next joke was coming out. I love this movie. It's perfect for kids, adults, and has a strong heartfelt message to it as well. And so I think this is the best Lego movie in the Lego movie franchise. Alright, my number 2 pick. I saw this all the way back in February and is what inspired me to start my YouTube channel early this year. Get Out was an amazing, fantastic horror thriller that was done magnificently by Jordan Peele. This movie held my attention throughout its length. I got lost in the mystery trying to figure everything out, and I was not prepared for the ending sequence of events that unfolded. Before I reveal my number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions that I thought were really, really amazing films that I enjoyed, would recommend, but I didn't quite enjoy as much as I did the ones mentioned so far. And those films are Split, Justice League, Thor Ragnarok, Baby Driver, Beauty and the Beast live adaptation, Greatest Showman, Lady Bird, Logan, and Call Me By Your Name. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought Get Out was going to be my favorite film this year until an amazing little film sneaked up unexpectedly on it near the end of the year. I've seen it 3 times and it had me bawling the entire last 10 minutes of the film. I love everything about this movie and I consider it a classic, and I will rewatch it with whoever wants to see it. My favorite film of 2017 is Disney Pixar's Coco. Miguel, voiced remarkably by Anthony Gonzalez, reminds me a little bit of me. He just wants to accomplish his dreams, and despite being told no, he is stubborn and persistent, 2 things that I become when I'm told no. I love Miguel's ambition, I love his family, I love all the twists and turns that the movie takes, and I think that if you have not seen this movie, you should definitely go watch it. It is a mesmerizing and new Pixar classic. What were your top 10 films of 2017? Comment below, let me know. And if you enjoyed this list of favorite films, subscribe to EskimoTV, where you can always expect more icy and chilly EskimoTV reviews.